Beautiful night for Ultimate here in New York, and significant stakes as the Breeze and Empire clash in an East Division final for the first time ever. DC and New York met in the first round of the playoffs 4 years ago, but tonight a spot at championship weekend is on the line. Austin and Carolina battling in the south, Colorado and Salt Lake later tonight in the west. Chicago and Minnesota meet tomorrow to decide the Central. But right now, it's DC and New York.
Take away a great plan A and a great execution on this first point. Now can they score it? This is where they need to convert.
Nope. Jack Williams with a well-timed poach, intercepting the pass from Bloodgood. And Jack Williams has the bookends. Playoff Jack has arrived.
You can see Cranston hands on hips after that point. Both of these teams are playing excellent defense to start out. It just hasn't come yet, because these offenses are so great, and you usually say in this game, great offense beats great defense.
There's a first DC hiccup. Wodatch's throw sails on his intended target. And the Empire break immediately. Cats to Randolph. That was too easy for New York.
Not what you want from DC. A little bit of a change-up here from New York with the second D-line. They try to roller pole, pinned him to the sideline, no double team. Just doing anything you can to make DC feel uncomfortable.
Hand piston makes me think of former DC handler Austin Bartenstein, who was called the hand cannon. Into the end zone, McDonald for Boxley, and DC stabilizes after getting broken for the first time.
Seeing Boxley in the end zone again is just no surprise. He is so deadly there.
That's such an impressive throw from Johnny Malks.
Really had to work out of a tough situation.
Goes in the books as like an 8-yard loss. Angling it around the defense to Rowan.
You're not kidding. That was incredible.
Shooting it. Monroe beats Yacht and scores.
When there's a will, there's a way, and Tyler Monroe has a lot of will.
Can New York double its lead, or will DC have the disc down by just one at the start of the second? Lithia with 6 seconds goes across the field. Osgar shy of the end zone with 3. Osgar throws it high, it's tipped, and it will land out the back. And that's a win for the Breeze. They'll be down 1 after 1. But a strong...
Randolph trying to make life difficult for him.
Rowan's throw was off the mark. Not sure if he was trying to get it to Nissen or Malks. Quickly countering to the other end. And it's the veteran Mike Drost in the end zone with the second break of the day for New York.
Lightning quick. Your fortune can really change in this game, especially when you get a dynamic thrower like Marquez. The tight defense pays off. Marquez gets a big paw in there. And then why not?
Whartonby may have been clipped unintentionally by Antoine Davis. Grabbed at the hamstring in the back of the leg for a moment. Appears to be okay, though. Another reset error from the Breeze as Monroe's reset knocked down by Ryan Holmes. He has the quick bookends. The Empire onslaught has apparently begun.
I've got to see Matt Stevens play a long time in this league, and usually we see him scoring the goals, and you usually see him in the offensive line. Holmes gets the block, and then it's a sight to see when Matt Stevens is just chucking the hammer into the end zone. This defense has been stout. Marquez, that mark on Malks, but Nissen's still able to get free.
Nissen floats it perfectly for Monroe. Still work to do this possession, though. And in order for DC to throw some of its curveballs at New York defensively, they got to punch this in to get the D-line back on the field. And that'll work. Jock Nissen pumps his fist as he gets it into the end zone. The Breeze with their first score here in the second quarter.
And this is a scary team if they haven't hucked it yet. This is partially the DC game plan. and partially them being stingy, knowing they have to hold out here against a great team.
Williams for Weinberg. He'll take it in for the Empire score.
Just an incredible break thrower as Ryan Oscar. Line to be perfect, and that's a hard place to be in.
Huck for Babbitt. Frederick Farah there defensively, and Babbitt reads it well. Farah activated this week, just 21 years old, turned 21 earlier this month. Babbitt, tight space near the end zone and out of bounds. Rushmeyer-Bailey ruled out by the sideline. Johnny looking for Rowan. Help defense coming, and it's incomplete.
Well, those moments are so tough to handle, especially when you know you need everything you have. We talked about that D-line conversion percentage, and right now the Empire are running downhill.
Williams to Babbitt. Two guys who just have a knack for being open by miles.
You let up for 1 second, and the train just gets on a roll. Nissen being forced to come back into that pivot role, and they're going to see a lot more of that. They're going to need to find different players.
Monroe going deep. Monroe has it. Nice shot from Steve Whartonby.
There's a little bit of a cat and mouse game going on downfield with Ben Katz. New York's been so stingy, but they haven't been connecting well on Hucks.
Stall count rising, shooting it deep. Reese Bergeron in the deep space, can't get it. What a defensive recovery by Charles Weinberg right there.
Difficult shot by Merriman, put it out to space. Delrico Johnson playing really physical in the reset space.
Another errant throw from Yacht, but it's saved by Lithio. What a kooky possession to start this third quarter, and it ends with a Lithio hammer to Oscar, who's a little hobbled as he walks off the field.
Not necessarily a great sign there, and just creating it sloppy right off the bat.
Second half.
And no Rowan McDonald on offense here because he played that first D-point out of half.
And a bad reset throw from Whartonby.
The D-line for New York has been doing a lot of fast breaks, but here they settle down, and why not? Got your top unit on the field, John Randolph and Ben Katz in the backfield.
Katz and Randolph working together. Here's Antoine Davis, who was going against the New York Empire in the playoffs last year in a wild game as a member of the Atlanta Hustle.
He's really played his role exceptionally well. He understands that he's going to get back, and he just provides free resets.
Acrobatic grab there from Bradley, and then Meeser makes a leaping snag, shooting it deep. Testing Malks. Mike Drost is there! It's another New York break. Second of the day for Mike Drost.
And the hits just keep on coming.
Nissen beats Randolph, his college teammate. McDonald for Malks. DC Breeze in the end zone with their first break of the night here in New York. DC's down by 3. They will receive to start the fourth.
Rowan on the field in jacket, involved early.
Osgar's going deep. Tom chasing. Osgar elevates for the score. Williams to Osgar, about as good as it gets right now in the AUDL.
That opportunity has been available all game long. Tom has been forcing Osgar out, but New York just hasn't been.
Malks resets for McDonald.
It's really what you need to cover a team like DC. The wingspan makes all the difference because it just pushes the throws slightly out of reach in some occasions. And we saw some missed throws earlier.
That's not a missed one. Boxley has the score as he strikes again for DC. It's our Stillhouse unbreakable moment as Boxley catches his 4th goal of the night.
Boxley.
10 seconds. A gainer, Rushmeyer-Bailey with 7. And it's intercepted by Jaw. Near midfield, DC not going to use the timeout, getting the deep shot up. Kolek going deep, and it's caught by the Breeze. Musa Jaw has the buzzer beater. DC will have a chance to get within one to start the fourth.
They needed a spark, Evan. They needed something to go their way, and it's finally come. This is not how you want to end a quarter if you're New York, but it's picture perfect if you're DC. You want this shot to go to the end zone. A lot of flat marks here, not allowing any clean huck looks. And New York has the handlers to do it, but they're getting tired.
Floater, McDonald blocks it away from Oscar. Williams against Troy Holland. Holland won that matchup, and Tom denies the reset for Rushmeyer-Bailey. The DC sideline is going bonkers. McDonald for Tom. Or not. He was apparently just outside of 10 yards, so he has it near the sideline. McDonald to the end zone. Is that a goal? DC has tied the game. A bewildering sequence there. McDonald was still conversing with the referee as he threw the game-tying goal. Lithio breaks the mark, floats it high. Oscar elevates. Yacht in the middle. Yacht on his 30th birthday throws the go-ahead score with 1:51 to go.
Let's go!
On an offensive point. Monroe with a stall count rising, forces it up the line and somehow finds Boxley, who throws across the field to a wide open Jeff Wodash.
Sometimes you take the risks and you come ever so close to a block, and then after that, that's the risk you take. And it just...
Winner to Madison, loser watches from afar in disappointment. Yacht downfield for Lithio. Open side, Ryan Oscar is in for New York. DC needs to score. 30 seconds left. Yacht comes up empty, flailing for the block on McDonald. Back for Rowan, shooting it deep. Boxley gets the score. Babbitt peeled off, but Boxley read it best. And we're tied. Rushmeyer-Bailey gets it to Yacht underneath. 12 seconds to go. Are the Empire going back to championship weekend, or are we going to overtime? Jack Williams with 3. Williams goes across the field. It's a jump ball to decide the game. And it comes down to the hands of Ben Yacht, who catches the winner on his 30th birthday to send New York to the Final Four. You almost can't believe the story because it felt so possible and inevitable, but New York 19, DC 18. The Empire perfect by the skin of their teeth.